Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. So something a little bit different today. I thought I'd just give a little bit of an update. The channel's kind of stagnated a little while. For those that are members on the Facebook group, you'll know that I've recently moved house, and the house move kind of dragged on for quite some time. So I think in total, from us first starting to pack, it was probably about another 3 months as well. So hobby stuff had all been packed away, which really kind of sort of stopped the amount of hobby stuff I could be doing. We moved house and then we went on holiday for 2 weeks. And then obviously we had a little bit of decorating to do, and as much as you guys will know, the hobby room isn't always the first room that can get done. You have to do some family rooms, some bedrooms and living rooms and things first. But thankfully we're getting to the end of that now. Hobby room's now being decorated. I got a carpet put down on Friday, which was a couple of days ago now. So I'm starting to put things back together now. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of a quick tour around where the room is so far. Still a bit of a mess, and there's still a few boxes down here that I need to unpack and stuff. But give you a bit of an update about where the room is, and a little bit of a kind of insight into what you can be expecting in the channel coming up, and let you know I'm still here. So let's have a little look around the room, and I'll explain a few things as we go. So then folks, this is my PC setup, a little bit of a pride and joy really. So I've got my triple monitor set up there. I used to have them all on stands, but since we've moved, I've managed to buy a triple monitor stand, so it gives me a little bit more desk space as well. So PC on the floor there. So this is where I edit all my videos and also play some games as well. You can see here in the background as well, my wife did an absolutely amazing job of wallpapering as well. This is a wallpaper. It's not a painted brick wall. I just felt it kind of gives something a little bit more to the room, just to lighten it up a little bit. So a new addition to my hobby stuff is I've been investing in an airbrush. So never done any airbrushing before. This is new to me, so I'll probably do a few update videos as well as we go along, just my experiences of getting into it. Haven't gone kind of for anything too expensive, so these are the, I think it was about £80, the Amazon package that everybody seems to pick up. The compressors I think are pretty generic, so it doesn't really matter sort of what quality of airbrush you use. I think everyone kind of uses very similar compressors, so that's a compressor. I'm going to start out with quite a cheap airbrush. So this is the airbrush that came with the package. So I've heard mixed reviews. Some people saying ditch them, go out and get yourself kind of an Iowata or a Badger, you'll thank me later. Other people saying only ever use the cheap airbrushes for doing your kind of your base coating and like priming type stuff, a little bit of highlighting. These are more than enough. So I thought I'd give this one a try and see how it goes. So also decided to invest in an extraction unit. So time will tell really whether this is going to stay in this room or not. It probably all depends upon, because as you can see the window is over there. So the extraction pipe from the back probably isn't going to stretch right the way around the room, I think, from where it is at the minute. And sitting in front of the window is probably not very convenient, because we do get quite a lot of light through there, and I think that's going to be it's going to be a bit of a tough one sitting there. So I decided to try it. Had a quick chat with Tabletop War James, who uses a similar unit, and he said that he doesn't use the extraction pipes on the back. So I'm just going to try and just put something at the back here and see if any of the paint kind of comes out of the back. If it does, I think I'm going to have to move this into the garage and do it that way. So here is kind of my painting station. We've got a very big, expansive white wall here at the minute, so we need to get some pictures up, maybe some shelves and things. But this is my little painting station here. So I've invested along with the airbrush. I've got some ghost grey primer there. I do like to prime my miniatures in grey. Some thinners and some cleaners. Mixture of different kind of glues that I'm using. Some brush cleaner. These are the cheap kind of pound tubs of acrylic paint that I use when I'm doing terrain making. Some of my old Games Workshop pots. I mean, some of these ones here are from a hell of a long time ago. As you can see, they haven't been in these tubs for quite some time. However, one thing that I did buy recently was this nail lacquer shaker. And basically, what you do is I've put ball bearings into these, so you can hear them. And basically, what you do is you put this on, you lock it down, and basically you switch it on, and that basically shakes up the pots of paint and saves me shaking them forever, because I never really think that you get to mix them properly anyway. So yeah, we'll maybe do a review of that as well and see how that goes, but I've heard good things about them, and we'll see how that goes. So This is where I like to have my laptop so I can just sit and watch a bit of YouTube, other people's channels while I'm sitting painting as well. Little portable light that I use. I use these both for videoing, or I use them as well for when I'm traveling and doing a bit of painting. So just sit down, you can get a better view of it. And it's just it charges by a USB lead, so it means that's ideal. So and it's got three light settings, so I can use these while I'm traveling, or a little bit extra light while I'm working here. Or sometimes I just I flip them up and use them as a face light as well when I'm videoing. So I've got a couple of those, so they're really useful. Just a mixture of brushes that I use. I need to have a good sort through them and see which ones I use on a more regular basis. This is my painting lamp. I've had this for a number of years now, so I think I bought it from like Hobbycraft or something quite a long time ago, but it's got a daylight bulb in it. It's got a bit of a clamp here, so I can clamp things in when I'm using them, and it's also got a magnifying glass there as well, which I must admit I haven't used in quite a while, but I think I might start getting back into that one. And also some of my other paints as well. So these are probably the more recent ones I've bought, with the newer style GW paints, and some P3 paints as well, which I do like. Actually, they're quite a nice consistency and they cover quite well, especially their gold, which is really nice. I've got a little drawer unit here and mixtures of bits of tools and things in there, some just bits of basing materials and things like that I use as well. So I'm trying to get myself nice and organised and have a mixture of stuff. I'm also quite fortunate as well that the room I'm in here has an ensuite bathroom. So I've got a sink here as well, which I can use obviously for water and cleaning brushes and things as well. And although it's still full of boxes at the minute, there is a toilet in there, so I'm never far away if the guys come around for a game as well. They can use the closest bathroom. Some of my games starting to get sorted as well. So again, there's quite a few that haven't fit on here yet, but I'm trying to get sorted. So I think the plan is probably keep my games to the top couple of rows there, and probably store some terrain in those bottom 4 boxes. And then the plan here, where I've got all my boxes that I'm unboxing at the minute, is there's quite a bit of space. So if I get over beside where I'm painting here, I don't know if you can really see on camera, but it gives you an idea of how much space I've got. It's perfect to fit in a full-size gaming table as well. So my plan is to build a table. So if you guys want to see how I build it, let me know in the comments, and I'll probably do that on video and then post it up later on. But my plan is to do a folding table. So the top part, when it's folded down, will be 3x4, which means I can play a 3x3 games with a little bit of space for cards. And then the eaves that fold out, or the drop leaves of the table, will be 2 foot by 4 foot. So if I want to play a 4x4 game, I can fold one side up. That gives me an extra foot at one side as well to put cards and dice and things on. And if I want to play a 6x4, I can fold the other side up, and that gives me a full-size 7x4 table. So again, a bit of space down the side. So that's my plan. Originally I was going to do all of this in the garage, but I think with winter coming, and it's just going to be much more convenient to be in here on a night time as well. So that's the room as it is at the minute, guys. It's starting to come together, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of work going into this, and this is really why there's been a bit of a lack of updates on videos. So then, just to give you a little bit of information really about what you can expect to see. So again, obviously I've got the airbrushing and stuff to come. So if you're interested in how a newbie gets in with airbrushing, let me know about those, and I can do some videos about beginners airbrushing, or airbrushing by beginners, I should say. I've got something quite exciting coming up in the future. I don't really want to talk about it too much because I'm still kind of in the finishing touches of kind of negotiating what I need to do. But there's a couple of companies that have been in touch that want to do some videos with some of their miniatures. So if that all comes to fruition, we'll have some exciting series to come up in the future. And I think you probably saw, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of the work I've been doing with Rumbleslam, and how I decided to try and do a bit of speed painting to kind of speed up my miniatures. Because after the video I did about how I think 40k might ruin my hobby because I've just got this mountain of miniatures to paint to try and get an army ready to actually have a game, I try to do a bit of speed painting, and that's one of the reasons I think I bought the airbrush as well, to try and help some of that speed up. So now I've kind of managed to get my head around a good enough tabletop standard to get things done and get them on the table so I can sort and play things really and video them, I'm starting to feel a bit more positive about the future when it comes to the amount of kind of miniatures I've got. So there's quite a lot of things going on in the future. I'll probably be maybe about another 2 or 3 days, I think, finishing off this room and getting it to a point where I can start to use it and start to film in here as well. I'm really, really fortunate that I've got a very understanding wife who knows this really is my hobby, and YouTube's part of that hobby as well. So she's kind of given me a bit of space in the house to really to kind of dedicate to it really. So there's stacks of space in here for me to film things, for me to get the guys around for gaming on an evening as well. Obviously with having a little baby as well, I obviously don't get to the club as often as I'd like to. So yeah, apologies that there's been a bit of a delay in videos recently, but I'm really hoping to turn that around now in the next week or so. So please just keep watching, click that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, click the little bell as well so that once my videos do start to come up, you see them coming. Follow me on the Facebook group, so feel free to join in there. There's a link below for the Twitter account as well, and also for my Instagram account, and I'll keep kind of posting some updates on Instagram and Twitter as well to keep you in the loop while between videos until we get back into some kind of schedule. So thanks again for watching, thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you again in the next video.